I'm here on the EVBOX stand with Bjorn Utgard, who's Director of New Markets for EVBOX. Bjorn, this is the first year of Power to Drive at Intersolar. This is the end of the day two. How have you found the event so far?
I find it's perfect. It's really nice to integrate, talk to colleagues from different industry.
Yeah.
I think one thing about EV charging is people think of it as one industry on itself. Mm-hmm. I see it more as sort of that you plug on to other industries.
Yeah.
For example, if you're in a home building, you're going to have EV charging built onto homes. If you're into solar, you're going to look at plugging on EV into your solar installation. And I find it's really great to have that opportunity to speak to people across industries, see how we can co-create these solutions. Because you see that you can really take where we are with the EV charging today is sort of where solar was about 10 years ago.
Sure.
And so we can learn a lot from what our solar colleagues have done in the last 10 years and see how we can apply that to a new field, EV charging.
Sure, yeah. And I think one of the great things about the show is that integration of technologies and market sectors. So you've been involved in the eMobility sector in a consulting fashion and now with EVBOX for some time.
Yeah.
What do you foresee in the next couple of years as the key drivers for the market or the key next steps for the marketplace?
So I think my most qualifying thing is actually I'm Norwegian, so I've had a chance to experience what mass market looks like. Yeah. What does it feel like when everybody's doing electric mobility? I was at a little reunion with friends from high school the other couple of weeks back. It was just amazing. It's like everybody's driving electric vehicles, and the funny thing is so that car you have that has that kind of features, and you're like, I don't know, it's just what you do, right? And so that's where we're heading. We're heading to a situation where you get an electric car because that's what people do, and that's what I foresee in the next sort of 5 to 10 years internationally. And it means that we have to take off the technological edge to technology, and we have to make it feel just more trivial, minimal. People don't really care about technology. You're looking for more about how does it feel like? What is a much more subtle experience. If you ask people what kind of TV technology they have no clue.
Sure.
They don't really care. All they care about is that it fulfills their needs. And that's where we're heading with electric mobility.
I think that's the case. It becomes a normal thing for consumers to be able to understand that actually the EV is a better experience and a more natural experience rather than a technology experience or a climate change experience. It's about this is the better way to live my life or the better way to drive my vehicle.
No, absolutely, and I think that's frankly, if we think about this in a more sort of activist way, if you think about, for me this is very important. What kind of world do you want to leave? What kind of? For me, you have to leave the world in a better shape than it was when you picked it up, and that means shifting to renewable energy. It means reducing emissions, having more sustainable lifestyles. And what I see is that electric mobility is able to reach out to people that if you mention these topics, they just completely tune out.
Sure.
But what happens when they get into electric vehicles and electric mobility, they start to feel like, wow, this is different. This is better.
Yeah.
I like this. And what happens then is that even the most avid critics become staunch promoters because they want to defend their own decisions.
It's like the reformed smoker becomes the most
exactly, and that's what we're looking for, frankly. Because it's easy to say that the government has to do certain things. It's easy to say that it's a moral thing. Frankly, I don't think that we have enough hours in the day to make that the logic of our decisions. You have to trigger people's emotions, and that's what we do with electric mobility.
Cool, excellent. Well, thanks very much. And day two at Intersolar. We look forward to a final day tomorrow. Thanks very much, Bjorn.
Excellent. Thank you.